Welcome to Cinema Bites, your go-to for movie recaps in a flash. Big twists, epic moments, all in just minutes. The film starts with narration telling us that a zombie epidemic has struck the whole world, and it was so severe that only the city of Tenbes in Germany still has people living in it. The first city is called Weimar. There, anyone who gets infected is killed immediately, without anyone asking questions or even trying to treat them. But in the second city, Jena, things are a bit different. There they still have hope, but there's a strict rule. No one is allowed to leave either city because of quarantine laws. Then we go to an area surrounded by a wall inside Weimar, where some workers are searching around the wall, checking for any holes or problems. Suddenly, a rabbit runs past, and the cameras catch the scene from the perspective of a sniper watching what's happening. After that, we see another city, completely empty, with no sign of life. There's a mysterious person people talk about, and they say he still believes the zombies exist. He had just moved from another city to this dead area. We pass by a public fountain with a sign next to it warning people not to store water for themselves. At that moment, a girl named Vivi is watering some plants. An old woman comes to her, gives her medicine, and goes back to her work. The woman gives her some dyes and tells her she needs to decorate herself, saying that women must have color in their lives. Vivi actually dyes her hair, but while sitting she sees a small spider next to her and starts playing with it. Suddenly, she remembers something painful. The day she left her sister alone at the swimming pool, and then the zombies came. They were all around, and no one could save her. She keeps taking her medicine, but then she hears a strange sound. She feels like someone is calling her, so she follows it until she meets an old man who doesn't seem real. She's probably imagining him. The man asks her why she's here, but before she can answer, a nurse comes and takes her to a ward inside the hospital. Vivi is certain that all these people around her aren't real. The next day, Vivi decides to go out for the first time in years and joins a team that goes out to check the wall around the city. There, she meets a girl named Skinny, who has a kind face and quickly becomes friends with her. Skinny tells her her hair is beautiful, but Vivi can't even look at her. Her eyes are hurting because it's her first time out in the light after 2 years of confinement. As they head towards the wall, their trainer Eva appears and tells them what to do and how to protect themselves, holding a stick and explaining. Everyone starts working, and Eva goes to cook while putting on nail polish and chatting with the girls. But when she says she works with the weak, Vivi and Skinny laugh at her. The leader tells Eva to take them to the wall for training. As they walk, Vivi sees a train heading to Jena, and she's surprised. She asks Eva, who tells her it's only for supplies. No humans ride it. Suddenly, a zombie appears from the wall and attacks Skinny, who's alone and unwatched. The zombie bites her. Eva runs, kills the zombie, and quickly cuts off Skinny's arm to save her from infection. The leader arrives, sees what happened, and scolds Eva, saying she was careless and shouldn't have let her be exposed to danger. Eva tries to defend herself, saying the situation is under control, but the leader says any infection must be eliminated immediately. Eva has no choice but to take the gun and shoot Skinny in front of everyone. Vivi can't look. The scene is too hard, but the leader coldly says, "Everyone, get back to work." Here it's revealed that Eva herself has a scratch on her stomach. Afterwards, Vivi is showering, but memories begin to attack her. She remembers her little sister dying among the zombies, with a zombie suffocating her. She gets into a state, grabs a piece of glass and tries to hurt herself, but can't go through with it. The strange old woman appears and tells her to calm down, but Vivi loses consciousness. The old man she always sees appears to her and tells her to escape before she regrets it. Suddenly, the glass door breaks, and Vivi runs out of the house down to the street, deciding she won't stay in a city that follows the rule, kill first, ask later. She sleeps on a bench at the station. The next day, 3 men are loading boxes onto the train. She waits a bit, and when the train arrives, she sneaks on board without the man noticing. She sleeps next to her bag, and then Eva also gets on the same train, quiet and missing some of her supplies, but she's there. Vivi says she wants to get off, and suddenly the train stops for no reason. Eva gets suspicious and goes to check. Vivi asks if she has a weapon, but Eva jokes and says no. She looks around, but nothing is clear, and her stomach wound is getting worse. She realizes something is wrong. Her people tell her the train broke down. Vivi gets anxious, but Eva reassures her that someone will be sent to fix it. The train is important. After a while, Eva takes out her old broken camera and drinks some water. Vivi feels thirsty, so Eva tells her to check the bathrooms for any water bottles. Vivi hesitates a bit but decides to open the bathroom door. She's shocked not to find water, but sees lots of butterflies around the place. Meanwhile, Eva is walking alone in an empty field, looking at a broken-down car in the middle. But her stomach pain is getting worse. She approaches the bus and hears a zombie inside, and its noise attracts other zombies. Eva runs back to the train quickly but doesn't tell Vivi what she saw. Suddenly, the train's cargo door is banged on from outside. Vivi tries to calm herself and starts talking to Eva, But time passes and there's still no sign of the rescue team. All Vivi hears are faint sounds, but when she looks out, she sees some pigs walking outside the train, not caring about anything. Night falls, and suddenly Vivi sees something that drives her crazy. A whole army of zombies coming toward her, running at full speed. Vivi panics and starts singing to herself. Eva wakes up startled and looks out the window but sees nothing. But Vivi's voice attracts the zombies even more. When she loses hope and prepares to die, Eva jumps off the train, grabs her, and they escape together quickly. They see a van parked alone on the road and decide to spend the night in it. The next day, Eva wakes up but Vivi is still asleep. She looks at her camera, and there's a strange silence between them. Then Eva decides to leave the van and continue alone. But Vivi suddenly wakes up and asks her to take her along. Eva doesn't want the hassle and says no. But Vivi surprises her by pulling out the camera that was broken, telling her she fixed it. Eva is genuinely surprised and decides to take her along, and they continue their journey together. As they walk toward Jena, they start talking, and Eva asks her what she used to do before the world ended. Vivi tells her she used to fix cameras and sell them online. These words reminded Eva of an old memory when she locked up some innocent people outside a warehouse and left them to die to save herself from the zombies, and they continued on their way. As they were walking beside a railway track, they saw a corpse lying on the ground. Eva took a gun from the corpse, and then they saw a terrifying scene. A whole army of zombies eating the rescue team that had come from Jena. Vivi was shocked and asked if they would become zombies too. But Eva told her those people finished themselves off before the zombies reached them. But one of the zombies saw them and started chasing them, so they had to run into the forest. Vivi got nervous, but Eva calmed her and said Jena wasn't far. They kept walking and exhaustion started to show on them, but suddenly they arrived at a green area full of flowers. It looked very relaxing. Vivi was delighted by the flowers, and Eva tied some and offered her some water. At night, while they were sitting, they saw giraffes walking around the place. Apparently, they had escaped from the zoo. Eva started taking pictures of them, then took some selfies with Vivi. She told her she used to love photography a lot, but all that was lost because of what happened in the world. Vivi also opened up and told her that she used to love photography too, but it was all lost because of what happened in the world. Vivi also opened her heart and told her about her sister, whom she missed very much, and they decided not to give in to sadness and listen to some calm music together to forget everything that happened. Then, we see a dream in Eva's mind. We see her standing in the middle of a photo session in nature, and she looked happy, but suddenly she woke up from sleep because of a pain in her stomach that kept coming back. The next day, while they were still in the treehouse, a very strange zombie appeared in front of them, wearing a wedding dress, and its face was full of things growing out of it, like tumors or unnatural growths. The zombie saw them and started coming after them. Eva grabbed a wooden plank and hit it, knocking it down, and was about to finish it off, but Vivi was afraid to be violent and said to leave it because she didn't want to become a monster like it. After that, as they continued on their way, they saw a place that looked like an abandoned camp. They decided to go in and see what was there, and there were some vegetables that still looked fresh, so they sat down to eat some. But they noticed a corpse floating in the water next to the camp. It looked like everyone had left suddenly, as if the people there had run away. The girls started searching around the place, and suddenly they heard a loud banging sound behind the door. Vivi tried to open the door to see what it was, but Eva stopped her. It was clear that the wound in Eva's stomach was starting to control her actions. Eva started acting like a zombie. Her voice changed, and her movements became strange, and Vivi tried to calm her down. But Eva completely lost control. Then they found Eva sitting alone by the lake, and Vivi threw her into the water, hoping that the zombie inside her would calm down. But a zombie under the water attacked her. Eva was trying to protect herself, and at the same time, Vivi was standing there unable to do anything. Even the stone in her hand she couldn't throw. In the end, Eva was the one who took the stone and hit the zombie with it, but then she got very angry and screamed in Vivi's face saying, "There's no hope for you," and pushed her. Vivi saw the signs of infection clearly on Eva's stomach, and Eva made a decision. She decided to leave her and walk away, saying she couldn't stay with her anymore. But moments later, Vivi was attacked by a zombie, and it looked like she was done for, but at the last moment, a strange woman saved her. This woman's face also had the same growths as the bride zombie, but instead of attacking her, she seemed to be taking care of Vivi and let her sleep in a hanging hammock. That night, Vivi had another nightmare about her sister, waking up terrified, with the zombie tearing at her heart. She felt she didn't want to live anymore, took a gun, and tried to end her life. But the gun didn't fire. It was empty. Suddenly, the plant woman appeared in front of her. The plant woman looked at Vivi and told her, "If you have the courage to die, then you have the courage to live." Then she took Vivi to her garden and let her eat from the fresh vegetables she had grown with her own hands. While they were talking, she started talking about human greed and how humans are never satisfied, always wanting more and more. Vivi went out for a walk and suddenly found Eva lying on the ground, unconscious. She was very scared and thought she was dead, but the strange woman appeared quickly and took a special plant from her garden and put it in Eva's mouth, as if trying to bring her back to life. And indeed, Eva woke up, but as soon as she did, she attacked the woman who had saved her. The woman told her to leave and take Vivi with her. The woman did not object and said goodbye to them with a smile and let them continue on their way. As they walked, Vivi and Eva began to see hallucinations. They saw people from their past, like Vivi's sister. But Eva told her not to worry, that these were just illusions and the zombies were affecting them. But as they crossed a bridge, a whole army of zombies appeared and started chasing them. Eva stopped and told Vivi, "Run, save yourself, don't waste your life like me," and sacrificed herself to save her. The zombies caught Eva and tore her apart, and Vivi ran away, her eyes full of tears and her heart broken, but she had no choice but to keep going. She kept walking alone, lost, not knowing where to go. She found a weapon and took it with her, and found a house in the middle of the forest and went inside to stay there. Inside the house, she saw stuffed animals, but no living humans. She rested for a while, then found a book written in Braille for the blind. Suddenly, a blind zombie attacked her, and Vivi tried to defend herself, but the zombie was stronger than her, to the point where she lost her eye during the fight. In the end, she managed to kill the zombie and remove it from existence, but after the battle, she lost consciousness. She had another terrifying nightmare about her sister and remembered the moment she left her alone among the zombies. She woke up to find a dog sitting next to her. She took it and cared for it, and it became her companion on her journey. One day, she saw a dead plant and understood it was connected to her sister. She stayed sleeping next to her sister's corpse, but plants started to grow on her body while she slept. When she woke up, she tried to remove these plants from herself and spent a while fighting them until she got rid of them. After a while, she saw Eva again. Yes, Eva, who was supposed to be dead, but it was clear she had survived the attack, and the surprise was that plants had started growing from her body as well. Vivi looked at them and couldn't leave her, so she decided to take her with her and continue the journey. And here our movie ends. I hope you liked the film and enjoyed the summary. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.